Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time we're going to be taking a second look through some more hard case crime paperbacks. So I was quite lucky recently. I picked up another couple of little job lots of absolutely mint unread copies and they're fantastic. A lot of the very early editions are in here as well and I just love them to death. So we're going to have a look through about 20 or so of these fantastic hard case crime paperbacks. So sit back, relax and let's get to it. Okay then, so the first one of this little batch of about 20 or so hard case crimes I got recently is this one. So I'll let you know the number as we go along. So this is hard case crime HCC 028 and it's a Lawrence Block, Lucky at Cards. So this one says it was the first time it's been published in almost 40 years. He handled cards like a master, but could he handle her? Oh. Original cover painting by Chuck Powell for hard case crime. Brilliant. It doesn't say anything about that being retitled. So Lucky at Cards, I guess, is what it was originally called. And yeah, this one says first hard case crime edition, February 2007, published by Titan Books. There we are. So that's the first of these. This is an Earl Stanley Gardner one. And this is hard case crime 03, top of the heap. Not so keen on this sort of style of cover artwork. Yeah, this was written under one of Stanley Gardner's pseudonyms, A.A. Fair. Cover art by Bill Nelson. This one. Yeah, the Perry Mason creator. First time it's been published in 30 years. Well, 30 years really is not that long, is it? Let's be honest. Certainly back in the 90s when you think about it. This one here, Ariel S Winter, The 20-Year Death. This is one I've actually got in sort of B format. So this must have been re-released. 108Z. And then it looks like this one has got different editions, so that's like a 1931 copy and this 1941 copy and this is 1951, so this is the 50s Dust Jacket edition. So this is a little instance of hard case crime sort of appealing to the collectors a little bit. And we'll see an instance of that a little bit later on. So this is Donald Westlake, the Cutie, originally The Mercenaries. Ken Lange looks like the cover artist. There are many ways to sell yourself. A great cover there. The case full of money there, and she's loading up a revolver. It's not going to end well, is it? Original cover painting, yeah, Ken Lange for hard case crime. This one's number 53. So as I said, I was really lucky. Not long after I filmed the last hard case crime video, where I initially picked up a little batch. Lo and behold, a couple more batches turn up. Really, really great value for money, so I might just grab them. David Goodis, so he's a great noir author, author of Dark Passage. This is The Wounded and the Slain. Was she his doom or his salvation? I don't know. Orbick, yeah, Glenn Orbick is the cover painter on those. This is hard case crime number 31. So many good things. I mean, any one of these you just want to dip into, don't you? Not quite sure this. Johnny Porkpie, The Corpse War Pasties. First publication anywhere. By Johnny Porkpie, the burlesque mayor of New York City. Sometimes there's no difference between the naked and the dead. Well, I don't know what this is about, but it certainly looks interesting, doesn't it? I guess that is Johnny Porkpie. Raised for the work of Johnny Porkpie. Warped, the New York Times. Deliciously Perverse, Next Magazine. Well, there you go. That's giving you an idea of what this particular one's by. Cover painting, Mickey Madrica. Great cover painting there. There's a lot going on, isn't it, in that one, which I particularly like. Cool stuff. But what a name, Johnny Porkpie. And that's hard case crime number 62. Now this is another one by Ariel S Winter. The 20-Year Death. Man Niveau Prison. And this one's got, this is part of the same sort of sequence. This is the 1931 segment, the 1941, and then the 1951. So that's it. So in actual fact, that's where that comes from. So I haven't got the same book in another format. It's just a different decade. This is a hard case crime number 20. Bust. Secrets Can Kill. Ken Bruin and Jason Starr. Original cover painted by R.B. Farrell. Don't know much about that one. That's a nice little interesting sort of cover there. The guy holding the camera up. That's quite cool. Hard Case Crime 49. Gun Work. Make sure you choose the right weapon for the job. David J. Shaw, award-winning author of The Killer Riff. First time publication anywhere. Joe DeVitas. It's a Hard Case Crime original, which is quite cool that they're doing these now. Lovely jacket, this one. Ken Bruin and Jason Starr again. Beauty is Only Sin Deep. Slide. That's a great jacket, isn't it, that one? R.B. Farrell again. That was Hard Case Crime 36. Another funny title, Lemons Never Lie. Donald Westlake writing as Richard Stark. This is Hard Case Crime 22. R.B. Farrell. And you can see this has just got the import sticker over the back of the US pricing there. The US pricing and barcode. So I think these were imported by Titan Books before they started publishing them themselves. Max Allan Collins now, Two for the Money. From the best-selling author of course, Road to Perdition and the Quarry series. Big thick one, this. Cover painting by Mark Texeira. I know he did a lot of comic work at one point, didn't he? But that's not part of the Collins run. The Quarry run, I should say. Another Donald Westlake. 361. Three-time Edgar Award winner. He'd lost everything except his eye for vengeance. This is Hard Case Crime number 9. I hear great things about Donald Westlake. Certainly an author I've never really made an effort to get into. But that has been changed. Now that I've got these Hard Case Crime editions, there's loads to get through. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Roger Zelazny. This would be an author you'd usually associate with sci-fi and fantasy. 6-time Hugo Award winner, yeah. The Dead Man's Brother. So this is the first time this has been published. Good stuff. So a bit of a departure from his usual sci-fi into crime there. Here is another Quarry book. Thankfully not one that doubled up on my original run of Quarries. That's Quarry in the Middle. Max Allan Collins. Yeah, it's a Ron Lesser cover. Sadly, it's not a Robert Bonfils, but that's okay. Or what was the other artist called? It'll come to me in a minute. In fact, I think it's this guy here, Robert McGinnis. So McGinnis did the other ones, didn't he? So this is Murder Is My Business by Brett Halliday. Mike Shane mystery. I'm pretty sure I got this in an old Penguin edition, published in the UK. Murder at the Rio Grande, and that is a lovely Robert McGinnis. You've got to say the face looks ever so similar to Cher, I think. Quite that sort of longish like nose, but all his ladies are very leggy, aren't they? Good stuff. Here's the other one in that series. So this is the 1941 from Ariel Winter. So it is done by decades, the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s. The 20-Year Death. A pretty good little series, that. 108Y. This jacket here, Richard Prather. Probably recognise that name, The Peddler. He sold their bodies and his soul. What a jacket that is. I mean, we know that's a Robert McGinnis before even turning it over. Yeah, there we are. Now this has got like a little hard case crime insert. This is for the Hard Case Crime Book Club. 2 books every month for the price of 1. Sadly, I don't believe that's going anymore, but this is Hard Case Crime number 27. It was one of the earlier ones. Now, these are all A format. I've got 3 more in this format to look at. So, Nobody's Angel by Jack Clark. Very, very nice jacket, that one. Lesser again, yeah, Ron Lesser. The Cab Ride into the Heart of Murder. There we are. Once again, not an author I know much about, so. But if it's published by Hard Case Crime, it deserves investigation, shall we say. The Max, Ken Bruin and Jason Starr again. Caged and Dangerous, award-winning authors of Bust and Slide. There we are. That looks like it's set in a women's prison if they're caged and dangerous. And the last one in this A format series we have is this one. It's another Donald E. Westlake title. Terrific cover, that. Even a New York cabbie can get taken for a ride. Somebody Owes Me Money. Who did that cover then? Michael Kolish. Not a name we've come across before. I really like that. That's great, isn't it? Now, I'm just going to pause there because I've got some B format titles now, and I think we're going to need a little bit more camera room. Okay, so this is the first of the B format ones, and this is The Colorado Kid by top-selling author Stephen King. I hear mixed reviews about this one, but I'm definitely going to give it a try. Now, this is the new illustrated edition. So this is Hard Case Crime 013-I for illustrated. Now, if anyone's struggling with the Hard Case Crime and is looking for a really good checklist, I have now got one online, which I linked to down below in the description. So if you are looking for a little checklist yourself, where you can just cross off all the different ones that you would like or that you're collecting, not a problem at all. Just go down below, and it's a free download from like my Google Drives. You can have a look that way. Now, next one is this one, Gregory Mcdonald, Snatch, best-selling author of Fletch. So this is just about getting them all in there. You see, it's a real hefty tome, this one. Kidnappings make headlines and vice versa. I've got to admit, seeing the artwork full size rather than A format is something quite special on these, and I think some of the other reprint publishers, people like Stark House and Black Gap Books, they need to up their game with regards to classic artwork, because that is part of the appeal of these. It really, really is. They really do need to make a note of that. That's Hard Case Crime 128. Another one by an author who you traditionally think of as science fiction, but Robert Silverberg, Blood on the Mink. The money was counterfeit, but the danger was real. Yeah, 5-time Hugo and Nebula Award winner. So, once again, known for his science fiction more than anything else. That's a great one here. But once again, like a couple of the Hard Case Crimes, it's got like a matte finish rather than a really glossy finish. Terrific cover. Every fighter needs an angel in his corner. This is a boxer there. Obviously looked like he's just finished a fight by the look of it. Krista Forst, Edgar Award-nominated author of Money Shot. And then, covered by Glenn Orbeck. And then the very last one from my most recent Hard Case Crime pickups is a hardback. I couldn't believe this was included in it because it's an absolute beauty, by the author Gore Vidal, of all people, writing as Cameron Kay. And this is the lost pulp novel by Gore Vidal, Thieves Fall Out. America's most controversial writer. Look at that, Gore Vidal. This came out much more expensive, £16.99, $22.99. Slightly different format. It's Hard Case Crime 119. It's absolutely mint and unread. Inside, they've still got the great typesets. This was April 2015, so 5 years ago now. And there we are, a Hard Case Crime Absolutely gorgeous hardback, isn't it? Really, really gorgeous. You have to say, what a terrific jacket. And there we are. So that is my latest haul of hard case crime, and there's some great stuff in there. I'm particularly pleased to get so many of the earlier books in the original A format. All seem to be first editions for so cheap. So I reckon now, out of 120 or so, 130 hard case crimes, I may be up to about 40. So certainly well on my way. Brilliant. So there we are. I hope you have enjoyed that little look through these latest hard case crime titles. And I'll put a link to picking up some hard case crime for yourself through Amazon and eBay in the descriptions down below. So do follow those links. That's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed looking through those titles. If you have, do please give the video a thumbs up. Do please consider subscribing for regular vintage paperback and current paperback action. And I shall look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.